Hey everyone, what's up? We're gonna get ready together today. We're gonna do a makeup tutorial together, and I'm basically calling this my face of the month because I'm gonna use all of my favorite products that I've been really loving over the past month. And this is just basically my go-to look. This is the look I've been doing and pulling out and using all month long. It is super fast, it is super easy, yet it is super flawless at the same time. And it's this look right here. So if you wanna stick around and see how I got it and what products I've been loving over the month and just chit-chatting a little girl talk here, then I'm gonna zoom you guys in and let's get started. All right, so let's get started with foundation. I'm skipping primer today because like I said in my previous video, I've honestly been skipping primer. I just haven't been using a primer, like a specific primer at all lately. So I'm gonna move right into foundation and I'm gonna use my Osmosis Satin Foundation. This is in the shade Natural Medium. This is still the best foundation ever. It's actually like this bottle is almost gone. Like it's all the way down here. And I have a backup. I think I have like 2 or 3 backups, honest to God, in my drawer already. So we're gonna pump some of this out. I usually do like a full pump, and I'm just gonna dot it around my skin. And then we're taking the Osmosis Beauty Sponge. This is the sponge I mentioned in my previous video that honestly makes every foundation just look so much more flawless. I absolutely love it. It just creates the most perfect base. It's like something about the way it presses it into your skin, and it just makes it so seamless. So I've been loving the combination of this foundation and the sponge together. So I'm using the flat side of the sponge as well. That's what I use to press it into my skin. Okay, so here's the foundation all set. So perfect. It just makes your whole skin just look so perfect. I'm actually a little bit swollen in here. If you watched my earlier video from a couple weeks ago, I just had my lips done. I had a full syringe of Restylane, was it Restylane Define? That's what we ended up choosing and using. And then I just went back the other day because she wanted to add a little bit into like this kind of, I don't even know what that's called, like these little lines here. That's what she wanted to add a little bit too. She wanted to add that while I was getting my syringe done, but we just ran out. She didn't have enough product. So I went back just a few days ago and just she wanted to do a little bit just like right in here to define that area just a little bit because I had a flat area, I guess. So we just did that a couple days ago. So I'm a little bit like swollen and it's like a little bit hard there right now because it can, like the filler can like harden while it's like doing its thing, I guess. I don't know. That's what happens. So it's like a little bit kind of swollen there and a little bit red, but that'll go away. So can't really see that much. Okay, so now foundation, all of that's done. Now so I'm gonna go do my brows. I do my brows next, but you guys know me. I have to like do my brows like up against a mirror. I'm really crazy how I do my brows. So I'm gonna go do them real quick and I'll meet you back here in 2 seconds. Okay, so I'm back with the brows on, and since I just did them quickly off camera, I'm gonna share with you just quickly what I use. It's that Kat Von D brow powder. This is in the shade medium brown. I took that with the new Kat Von D brush and just went throughout my brows like so. And then what I did was take the Benefit Precisely My Brow pencil. This is in the shade number 4. It's just that really nice little fine tip that I kind of go underneath my brow and then down the tail a little bit just to create a little bit more of like a preciseness in that area. And that's all I do. And then I kind of go through with the brush again and just kind of like, you know, smooth everything out and soften everything, and then take the spoolie side and smooth everything. And then to finish everything off, I use the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. And that's all I've been doing for my brows. I love the way like all those products work together, just so good. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the eyes. I'm taking my Tarte Shape Tape Eye Primer because I'm still loving this, and I use this every single day on my eyes, whether I'm wearing no makeup or any makeup. Like I always start with this. And I just blend this primer right into the eye, just smooths everything out and cancels out any discoloration, which just makes your eyes look so much better. So then moving on to the eyes, this is the Visser palette that I've been using non-stop over the past month. Like honestly, I think I pulled this out pretty much anytime I did my makeup. It was just like something that I remembered while I was packing and moving. And then once I moved, I was like, you know what? I need to start grabbing this again. And then I couldn't stop grabbing it. So I use this so much. It's the Visser Theory palette, and this is the cashmere one. So I just start with this medium brown shade right here. And Visser is one of my favorite eyeshadows because they honestly just blend themselves. Like you don't have to sit there and blend and worry about it looking not blended. It honestly just blends itself and you just get really nice, easy, and fast eye looks because they're so easy to work with. So I'm just taking this brown shade and just putting it all throughout the crease and just down the outer portion. Just like kind of outlining the eye a little bit. Just softening it just like that. And then I'm gonna take this little short like shader type of eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna spray it with MAC Fix Plus. And then I've been using just one of these two shades right here. This is a little bit more bronzy. This is a little bit more lighter and creamier. So these are the two that I've been putting on my lid. Today I'm gonna go with a little bit of the lighter shade. I'm gonna get some of that onto my brush right here. And then this I'm just going to place right on the eyelid. And then I'm gonna go back in with this darker brown shade right here. I'm just gonna get a little bit of this on my brush, just a little. And then I'm going to kind of just take this right on the outer portion, just a little bit. And just blending that and deepening out that outer V just a little. So that's basically it for what I've been doing with the eyes. Then I'm going to take the 100% Pure, the creamy long lasting pencil. This is in black. And I am just going to tight line the lash line. So I'm going to curl my lashes as always. The first step to gorgeous lashes. Now we're going to use my MAC Hot and Naughty mascara. I'm going to open this one up. This is a brand new tube. I'm telling you, I'm so in love with this mascara. I've used this for a while now and I keep coming back to it. It's so good. So we're going to use the dramatic side because this is the one that you can do two different wands to kind of give you two different effects to your lashes, which I love. But we're going to go for the dramatic lashes right now. So I'm going to take this and just coat the top lashes. Oh yes, there's the lashes. Doesn't your whole eye look just come together when you put mascara on? Like, I feel like I'm naked without mascara. It just brings everything together and you just look more awake and more alive. Okay, so that's basically the eye look. We're gonna go on to concealer now and then we'll go back under and like finish off the lashes and the lower lash line. But first I always go and do concealer now. So I'm gonna use my all-time favorite concealer combination. Still absolutely loving this combination of the Color Science Total Eye. If you guys have not tried this yet, I am telling you, it is a phenomenal product. It has great ingredients. It's like a 3-in-1 product. It kind of is a corrector. It's a primer. It is like an eye treatment because it will actually help your eyes and benefit your skin under your eyes in the long run as well. It's a broad spectrum SPF 35, so you're getting that SPF protection under your eyes at the same time. I just love it. And I mix this in with my Osmosis Concealer. So what I do is I take a little bit of the Color Science Total Eye, which looks like this, and then I take my Osmosis Concealer in Light, which this concealer even alone is so great if you have more mature skin and you want something that has great coverage but doesn't dry out your under eyes, looks super natural, blends flawlessly in with your skin, and doesn't crease and doesn't budge, and everything else you want out of concealer. I'm telling you, this concealer is amazing. So I'm gonna get a little bit of this as well, and I just literally mix the two together, and I blend them on the back of my hand like so. And then I'm just gonna dab it under my eyes. And I have to tell you guys, I dissolved the filler under my eyes. I just dissolved it maybe like a week ago. I completely had the little injections and got it dissolved because I was just not, I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. I was feeling like it was actually becoming a little bit puffy under my eyes, and I'm gonna blend and talk at the same time here, which is so hard. But it was actually kind of feeling like puffy under my eyes, and like when I would look down, I could see puffiness under my eyes. And it was because sometimes when you get filler under your eyes, as it's like absorbing into your body, because that's what filler does, it's like a hyaluronic acid, it was like holding on to water, because hyaluronic again pulls water and holds water. So it can actually like attract water and moisture under your eye and actually kind of create that puffiness. Now, luckily mine wasn't too bad. My doctor that I see was saying that she's seen some people get really bad puffiness under their eyes where it just like turns into like an eye bag under their eyes. So luckily mine wasn't like that, but I ended up just getting it dissolved because I don't know, it just felt weird. Like not like it felt weird, but it felt weird when I looked down because I could see that puffiness. So yeah, I mean, the injections to get it dissolved are super, super easy. Takes 2 seconds and you will see a difference right away. Like any of that filler that was there goes down pretty much instantly. And then over the next like 2 days or so, it's completely gone. So I was laughing. I was telling Brian, I was like, yeah, I plumped up my lips and then I deflated my under eyes. So it balances each other out. But yeah, so my under eyes are just completely, this is them. So I'm taking a little of that concealer and just putting some anywhere where I want to brighten up, because this concealer combination completely brightens up like your skin and your complexion. So I like to take it down like the smile line area, because that just brightens up that area. And then I just take it over any like redness, which I always get a little bit. I have a darn broken capillary on my nose that just refuses to go anywhere. So I always just kind of cover that up with a little bit of concealer. And then I always just take any little extra and I just put it right in the middle of my forehead here and just blend that out, because that's a good little area to brighten up. But look at my under eyes. Look at how flawless that concealer combination. I mean, it just looks like skin. I mean, it is amazing, and the coverage is amazing, and you are just left with the most flawless under eyes. I love it. So before I put powder under my eyes, I always go along my lash line with my finger and just dab it in so I don't get any creasing, and make sure everything's like really smooth. And now I'm going to take my Hourglass powder, which is the best powder ever for the under eyes. I absolutely love it. And then I take again that flat side of this beauty sponge, and I'm just going to pick up some powder, and then it is just so perfect to go under the eye and just really smooth out that area. It sets your foundation so perfectly. And it honestly, the combination of the concealer and the 2 concealers, I should say, and then this powder on top, oh, I'm telling you, it is like my holy grail of under eyes. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side, pick up some more powder and just go directly underneath the eye. Just get up by the lashes, and I don't, again, like I said, I don't put like a ton of powder. I just really press it into the skin, and it doesn't budge for the rest of the day. It will be perfect. All right, so now I want to set the rest of my face. I'm going to use my Osmosis Press Base. I'm actually using this in the natural dark shade because I am more tan right now. So this is the natural dark, and I'm going to apply this and just kind of set everything now. And this will just kind of, again, perfect your skin. It will give you really good coverage if you want more coverage to any foundation that you're wearing. But I just really love it because it just really adds that perfect like finishing touch to your look, where it just really makes everything look so airbrushed and so perfect. So there we go, we're all set. So now we're gonna finish up the under eyes. I'm gonna take the Visser Palette again, and I'm gonna find my little smudger brush here, and we're gonna pick up some of this medium brown shade here. And all I'm gonna do is smudge this on the under eye. So right against the lash line, just kind of picking up where we left off with the outside V part here. Just connecting that. And I always smudge a little shadow under my eyes. I feel like my eye look isn't complete unless I smudge a little shadow underneath. And then to completely finish off the eye look today, I'm gonna take my MAC mascara. This is the Extended Play Giga Black Lash. And we are just gonna finish off the lashes, the lower lashes with this. So this I just work right onto the lower lashes, and this is the perfect mascara to give you those like doll, like long, black yet separated lashes. It's my favorite for the lower lashes. All right, so now we can finish off with our face products. We're gonna go to bronzer next, and this is the bronzer I've been using pretty much. I'm trying to think, honestly, I think every single day over the past month. It's the Hourglass Ambient Bronzer. This is the Diffused Bronze Light, and it is gorgeous. Now I've been using 2 different bronzer brushes with it throughout the month, and they're just both been my favorite. I've been pulling out my Tom Ford bronzer brush again, and then I've also been pulling out the Chanel Contour. This bronzer brush is awesome too. So if I want to get more like just like bronzed all over, I'll pull out the Tom Ford. But I think I'm going to do the Chanel one today and just kind of get a little bit more precise. And we are just going to sweep away anywhere where you want bronzer. I love this bronzer. It is so gorgeous. The Hourglass bronzers are my favorites, like some of my absolute favorite bronzers of life. There's a few bronzers that I just absolutely swear by, and this is for sure one of them. Always count on this bronzer to give you the best bronze with that subtle glow, and it just makes your skin look perfect, and I love it. Speaking of skin, I had 2 different women come up to me yesterday while I was out like doing errands with my kids. 2 different women in 2 different stores came up to me and asked me about my skin. They were like, they stopped me when I was in Bristol Farms, that grocery store, and the one lady just like came up to me and she was like, what do you use on your skin? She's like, you have the most flawless skin. I was like, oh, thank you. She was like, I had to ask you what you do. She goes on to tell me, she's like, I'm using like the best skincare. I'm using Dior, I'm using Chanel. I'm like, stop right there. Hold it right there. So I'm like going on and telling her like what I use. I'm like, you have to put that department store skincare to rest because it's not doing anything. She's like, I know it's not doing anything. She's like, my skin looks like crap and I keep spending all this money on skincare and it's not doing anything. I'm like, okay. So I go on and I was like telling her everything I use. And then Ryan, my oldest son, is so funny. He's like, Mom, he's like, don't forget to tell her about your YouTube channel. And so I like told her about my YouTube channel. She was so funny. She's like, oh my God. She's like, I'm subscribing to that right away. She's like, I need skincare advice. So it was so cute though. My son is so like, I don't know, he's like, loves that I do YouTube. It's so funny. So yeah, I had 2 people like stop me and ask me what skincare I use. And I'm telling you guys, department store, Sephora skincare just doesn't cut it. So now that we're all bronzed, I go back in with this powder brush, as you guys always see me do. I love this. I go back in with this brush and just kind of clean up any edges because you know me, I can get a little carried away with bronzer. I just want to make sure everything's fully blended. So I go kind of over the entire thing with this brush. And then for blush, I have been non-stop pulling out this Glow Skin Beauty blush. This is in the shade Sweet, and it is gorgeous. It has like a slight sheen to it. It is a beautiful peachy pink, and every time I wear it, I just fall more in love with it. It's just so gorgeous. So I'm gonna use this today because this is what I've been using so much over the month, and I'm just gonna pop this onto the cheeks. Look at that, look at that. The bronzer and that blush together, oh, to die for. I love it. Such a good combination. This is such a perfect like springy blush too. All right, let's move on to highlighter. I'm gonna take my Cover FX. This is the Custom Enhancer Drop. This is in the shade Celestial, and this is the one that comes out in the little dropper. So what I do is I just literally take a little bit of this onto my finger like that. And I like it because you can use as little or as much as you want depending on what type of glow you want, because you can really get such an intense glow with it. But it's not chunky and it's not shimmery and it's just super smooth on your skin. But look at that. Like, I love this color. I'm really into those kind of like pearly tones for my highlighters because it just, I feel like it just like really makes your cheekbones like really stand out. So I love this one so much. All right, so we're pretty much done. We're gonna finish up with our lips next, and I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury lip liner. This is in the shade Pillow Talk. I'm gonna use this today, and I'll have to tell you guys, when you have some lip filler in your lips, it makes putting lip products on honestly so much fun. The thing that I noticed the most is that I didn't even really like think about, well, actually I have thought about it. I would get like, you know, you just kind of get like little lines like on the outside of your lip, like very minimal. I think I had like 1 or 2, but I would always try to like fill in over those lines and it never like filled in so smoothly, you know? So now when I'm using lip liner, it just lines your lips so smooth and you have none of those little lines going on, and it's just like so easy to apply lip liner. Just like one little thing that I've noticed here. So we're just gonna do the lip combination that I've been using pretty much this entire month. So it's been this Pillow Talk lip liner, and then I take the Charlotte Tilbury Kim KW lipstick. And I've been really liking this combination of what I've been like mixing together here. And then I've been taking the Lilli Lolo. This is the Whisper lip gloss. And then I've just been putting this on top to finish off the whole lip look here. This just gives it a little shine. Makes your lips feel so good. So here it is. This is the final look. These have been my go-to makeup products over the month. Honestly, like I said, I've been using and doing this exact same look pretty much steady throughout the entire month because I really love how quick and how easy it is, but I still love how flawless it is at the same time. So I'm gonna list and link all the products I use, brushes, if I can find them. I'm gonna list that all down below in the description box for you. But thank you guys so much for hanging out and getting ready with me today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to thumbs up. Also thumbs up this video if you want to see some more makeup tutorials. Also subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. The subscribe button is right down below. It's a bright red button. You can't miss it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future videos. And I'll see you guys all in my next one. Bye.